Welcome back to Python programming. My name is Hiren Taylor, and in this video I am going to tell you about sequence data types in Python, and we will discuss about string. So first let us discuss what is sequence and what are the different types of sequence. So there are three types of sequence in the Python. They are string, list and tuples. Now in this video I will tell you about string. But before that, let's see what is sequence. So a sequence is an orderly collection of items and each item is indexed by an integer. So let me give you one example of the string sequence. So here we have an example of string sequence. So this is my name, which is mentioned in double quote, and in Python it is represented by the index integer. It can be a positive or negative, just like this. So you can see that this letter H is represented by the 0. Yes, it starts with 0, not with 1. So this first letter is represented by 0, and then we have 1, 2 and so on. So it is up to a fifth character, so we have a maximum 4 value, and it can be represented in a negative integer also. So it will start in a reverse manner, and here you can see that we have a -1 over here, and then it will go to the -5. So this is how each and every item in a Python is indexed by an integer. So now let's discuss about what is string and how you can write a string in a Python. So a string is a sequence of characters. A characters means here any character. It can be in lowercase, it can be in uppercase also, it can be alphanumeric, it can be alphabetic also. It can be your any special character, it can be even space also. But in string you have to mention in either double quote, or you can mention in the single quote, or it can be in a triple quote also. So this is the way you can represent the string in the Python. And here we have an example of how we can write a multiple line in the string. So you can use a triple quote, and then you can write a multiple line string in a Python. So these are the two examples that are representing a multiple line in the Python. So next we are going to see every operation on the string with practicals. So once you will open your Anaconda prompt, just write down Python and you will be able to enter into the Python. And now I'm going to write one example of string. Let's say str is equal to, I'm going to write my name in double quote, so Hiren Taylor, and you can, if you want to check, you can just write print and then write down the variable that is str, and it will print this string. If you want to check the type of this, so you can write type str, and then it will tell us that it belongs to a string. Similarly, you can write any number or any character in either a double quote, single quote or triple quote. Let's take an example of multi-line. So I will write str1 is equal to, let's say we are having a triple quote over here, and I'm just writing a Hiren, then enter, then Taylor, then let's say some number, enter, and some special characters. Fine. So that's it, and we are just writing something over here, and we are just completing the triple quote, and then let's print it. So print str1. So you can see that this is how you can print a multi-line in a string. Next, I am going to tell you how to access character in a string, that is indexing. So for that, let's consider one string that is str equal to, let's say again Hiren Taylor 1 2 3 4, and let's find out the character using the indexing. So you know, as I already told you, this particular character will start from the 0. So 0 1 2 3 4 5, even space will be considered, and so on. So let's say I want to print I over here. So if you want to extract it, so you can write str and as we know that the I is at location of 1, so we will write 1, and simply you can press enter over here, so it will return the value of I. And similarly, if you want to get another characters, you can get with the help of indexing. Next, if you want to check the length of this string, so you can simply use the function len length and then just write down the variable name of string, and it will tell you that this string is having of length of 16. You can perform so many operation on a string. So the first string operation that I am going to tell you is concatenation. So let's consider another string, let's say str1, that is equal to, I'm just writing subscribe, and then we are going to concatenate these two string str and str1. So for that you can just simply write print and then str plus, so this plus is useful for the concatenation, and then str1. So you will see the continuation of these two string str and str1. So here we go, we have Hiren Taylor 1 2 3 4, and after this string we have this string. And similarly, if you want to repeat some string, then you can use a repetition operator. So I will just write print, then we will, let's consider str1, that is subscribe, and I want to repeat it for the 3 times. So I will just use this multiplication repetition character and operator, and then it is multiplied with 3, and let's check it. So you can see that the subscribe is repeating itself for the 3 times. And in string you can use a membership, that is you can find out that whether the letter is or any character is present in the string or not. So for that, let's say we are going to consider again subscribe str1 string, and I want to find out that whether the I is present in it or not. So we can write in this way. So just write I in double quote and then give space and in. So this in will find out whether it is present inside the string or not, and then just write down the variable name str1. So it will tell us that whether it is present or not. So yes, it's true, that means I is present in subscribe. And similarly, let's check something out of it. So let's say h, so in str1, so it says that it is not present in this string. Fine. Similarly, if you want to find out something which is not in string, so reverse thing. So let's say I just want to know that whether the I is not in str1. So it will tell us that it is a false, it is in the subscribe. So that is how you can use this membership in and not in. Next we are going to discuss about a slicing operation on a string. So for that we will consider a string str that is equal to, let's say again Hiren Taylor, and let's say we want to slice this string from this 0 to this particular integer, that is we can see here it is a 0 1 2 3 4 5 6 and 7. We want up to 7, that is a. So for that, what you can do, you can just write str and then in bracket, in square bracket, write down 0 colon 8. So here this 0 means it will include this integer, and this second one is 8 because it is not going to include this 8th character. So this one is inclusive and this one is exclusive. So let's check it, and here you can see that we have the character from 0 to 7, although we have written as 0 to 8. Because this is exclusive, it is not going to be included in our string, and that is how you can slice. You can slice from any other number also. Let's say str in square bracket. Now we want from, let's say, n, so we will write 4 to 8. So here you can see that it is n space ta, and that's how you can use the slicing tool. If you do not want to slice anything, or if you want to consider everything, then you can write in this way also. So this is not going to slice anything, it will remain as it is. So that is here in Taylor. Next I am going to tell you about some inbuilt function in the Python. And let's say we have one string, that is str equal to, let's say again here in Taylor. With the help of dir command, you can just see all the functions that is available in the Python for the string. And here you can see that there are title, upper, you can write each and every case in upper letter. Similarly, there are lower also, and with the help of this is, you can check that whether it is in uppercase or not. So for that we have is upper. Similarly, is title will check that whether the first letter of the word is in capital or not, and is it in a title form or not. And you can use this different function to perform a different task. You can split them, you can find something that is present in the string. So we will see few of this. So for that, let's consider our string back str, that is, and now I'm just going to consider, and now I'm going to convert this string into the uppercase. So for that we can write str dot upper and then parenthesis. So this will convert this string into the uppercase, and you can see that this is in the uppercase. But the good thing is that this string will remain as it is. So if you will print the str, you will get this value back. So it is just storing this value in another memory, not in the same memory where we have stored this str. Now you want this string into the lower case, so you can use a lower, and then you can see that it is in the lower case. Now next I am going to tell you about how to find a character or some words in a string. So for that we can use the find function. So for that you can write str, that is your variable name, then find, and then in double quote or single quote you can write a string. So let's say ren over here, and then just let's press enter. So you can see that it is beginning from the second index. So in this one it is 0, 1 and 2. So it is just starting from the second index over here. So that's how we can find the position of the character, and then we can extract it. Let's say now you want to extract it. So I can write str, then you can write 2 to 5. So it will extract then ren. So that's how you can find the string, and then you can perform some operation on it. And finally I have one programming exercise for you, and in this programming exercise you have given one string, and you need to perform a task on this string. You need to find, you need to slice, and you need to find out some character, and you need to convert this character into the integer form. Whatever answer you are getting, you can mention in the comment box. You can write your code in the comment. I hope you have liked my video. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe it now. Once again, thank you so much for watching this video.